Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you? I literally just woke up. I've been sleeping since yesterday, since 5 o'clock, because I had a really nasty headache that just put me out since 5:30 yesterday. So I'm getting up rather early today, and there's a lot of stuff to catch up on, isn't there? Yes, there is. A lot of things have happened. Let's see. Foodie raging in her community post. The Unholy Trinity has been given the boot, and there was a music stream with herself and Salah. And also, the other channel that Foodie has, the Beezer Show, is now a channel for her and Salah. So a lot of things have happened. And I wanted to catch up with all of you this morning since I'm now up and I can't sleep anymore. You ever get to a point where you just sleep and your body's just like, yeah, okay, 12 hours is enough. So, yeah, my body is there. We are up early. So, let's just go over all this stuff. Let me go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see and hear everything. All right. So, where do we first get started? All right. So let's get started with the community posts. And there's been a few. Foodie is in Kuwait. She's with her new man. And you would think that she'd want to spend all of her time with her new man because she's only going to be over there for a short period of time. So if you are newly married and you have a new husband and you know the husband's in another country and you're going to have to leave him behind at some point, wouldn't you want to spend every single moment that you have in the place with your husband with your husband? Well, apparently not Foodie, because she's giving us some of the time that she could give Salah. So the community posts, let's go over those. So she's done a few. Okay, so let's start. Goodness, she's got like three of them, and I've got some comments for you. So let's start here, the 12 hours ago one. It says LMAO, 3K people watching me on someone else's channel, LOL. FFG could only dream of getting those numbers on her own content. Hate to tell you, but you're still giving me attention. Really think about that for a minute. Honey, you are all mega fans. I mean, if you are watching someone you hate for hours, even on another channel, you are either pathetic or fans. Love that for me. Oh, and why are people so obsessed with his apartment? Like, where do you expect a man in his 20s in the Middle East to live? In a mansion? I came here for love, not for an apartment. We have a surprise for tomorrow. See ya. Oh, here you go, hamster number 2, more content you can afford your next mommy makeover and not have to ask Garlic for handouts. I got some thoughts on this post. So, Foodie, as far as people watching you on another channel, do you know why people watch you on other channels? Because you've been on YouTube for quite a while, and people are interested in your story. More specifically, they're interested to see when karma's going to show up to the party and give you what you deserve. And they don't want to go on your channel and give you a view and put money in your pocket. No, they would rather watch you through somebody else's channel and give them the support and give them the view. So people that are watching you, it's not that they're fans at all. It's just that you've been on YouTube for a long time and you've acted outrageously, and everybody's just waiting around to see when karma's going to finally show up and give you a taste of your own medicine. And if you're trying to shame FFG for her views, she still gets more views than you, and she gets more engagement. And her chats are more engaging than yours will ever be. So there's that. Okay? So thinking about it for just a moment, you're someone that you watch FFG, don't you? You go on several different reaction channels. You go in their chats. You go in their comment sections. So does that mean you're a fan of them too? By that logic? It kind of sounds like it. It really, really does. Uh, as far as people being obsessed with his apartment, we're not obsessed with his apartment. It's about exposing you for your lies. Because you did lie about this man. You know you did. You sat there and you told us he's well to do, that you could quit YouTube and he would take care of you. And you revealed the apartment, and it didn't look like he was in a position that he could take care of you. And that's not shaming Salah for his financial situation. It's just that you talked him up and you presented this story to everybody. You could have easily said, yes, he just got an apartment in the Middle East, and it is what it is. But you didn't say that. You said, oh, he's well to do and he can take care of me. And we saw the apartment. It looks like a very small studio. None of us got the impression that he was a person that could take care of you if you decided to leave YouTube. That's what that was about. It's not obsession. It's about just looking at a situation and going, this is not the situation we were told. This was not the impression we were given, and it's what you told us is not true. So there's that. You should have just told the truth about Salah. That he's just a guy living in the Middle East. He's got a, basic apartment. But Pete said it best about you. He said that you over exaggerate things. And I believe him. He's known you for 17 years. And he was right. You do tend to over exaggerate things. When you told us you were getting a mansion, Pete came forward later and said, oh, it's just your standard 4-bedroom house. That's all it is. So you turn a molehill into a mountain because you want people to be impressed by the mountain versus just saying, oh, it's a molehill and it is what it is. So there's that. So, okay, next community post. This has to do with the Beezers. She says, oh, Beezer update. Holy Trinity is now officially not welcome in chats. If you can be fair weather supporters, then maybe you never had my best interest in the first place. That's not how I roll. Might seem cold-hearted, but remember I did nothing to them or anyone else but live my life. And I will say it again. You are under no obligation to stick around. No apologies will ever be made for me living my life the way I want to. Peace. So, Plain Cheeseburger, Sofa King, and Ashley Lamborghini are out. And why is this important to point out? Because I would like to point out to anyone who is a VIBezer, keep in mind that Sofa King, Plain Cheeseburger, and Ashley Lamborghini, they were the teacher's pets, if you will. They were the favorites. So if Foodie can turn on them and say they're not welcome, 3 people that were loyal to her, they were her mods, they were rolling hard for Foodie, taking up for Foodie, going into other people's chats where they were not wanted nor invited, and acting the fool on her behalf. If she can turn her back on them, what do you think she's going to do to the rest of you? Those of you that are not the Unholy Trinity, that you're new Beezers. If she can turn on her most loyal, diehard Beezers, imagine what she's going to do to you later. Everybody's been saying on this side that Foodie doesn't care about anybody but herself. She's a true, purebred narcissist. She's selfish. She doesn't care about anyone except her, what she wants, what she needs. Despite the fact that anybody on her side of the fence, if you're a VIBezer, if you are paying the $5 for the membership, you're giving her the views, you're helping to put money in her pocket. You're the one giving her the living that she has. But she doesn't care about you. You are all just names that scroll by on a screen that sometimes gives super chats, you buy memberships, but that's as far as much as she cares, She cares about the money. She does not care about you as people. She does not acknowledge you to be people. You're of no consequence to her, no bother. So just think about that. Like you're just a name and a number on a screen. That's all. Okay, last community post. She was in regards to Zachary Michael, because Zachary Michael did a live stream last night talking about this live stream, and she just raged about it. She said, "When did I ever call anyone's place while here a luxury apartment? So you're a home shaming now?" And my comments in defense of myself over someone who had been bullying me for years is nothing in comparison. So it makes it okay because I made one Motel 6 comment after again being shamed on my living conditions, living with severe depression, and being in an abusive relationship for a year and more. Your generic YouTuber background isn't any more fascinating, nor is your continued prison bred personality. You have a voice on YouTube, and it is a shame that you use your whiny, bored, teenager, emo kid voice to spread shame and hate online at the expense of a few individuals. Oh, and before you say that I have a voice too, yeah, I do. And I'm calling you out on your crap, just like you pick apart my life. I've always been myself, and I'm not supposed to critic, so no, my voice doesn't have the same reach. I got a lot to say about this community post. So about the home shaming. Foodie, do I have to pull up clips where you have repeatedly brought up the Motel 6 thing, claiming that FFG lives at a Motel 6, trying to throw shame at anyone who might live in a Motel 6? And I showed a picture yesterday. The Motel 6 rooms look fantastic. They look like someplace that if I were on vacation, I'd want to stay. There's no shame in living in a motel or a hotel. I mean, hotels and motels are sometimes pretty nice. But you've gone after FFG and trying to use the Motel 6 as a point for shaming. Likewise, you've gone after Kaya and saying, oh, she lives in a shack, she lives in a shed. You have the nerve to say those things, and then you're showing Salah's apartment, and it's very basic. And we all know that if Salah were not Salah, if he were just some guy that was not appealing to you, and if you saw his apartment, you would shame him too. It's the fact that he's a decent looking guy that keeps you from saying anything nasty about his place, because if he weren't Salah, if you weren't enthralled with him, you'd be going after him in his place. You know you would. Okay? So yeah, as far as the apartment, I found something. I think Perfectly Imperfect posted it. Let me see if I can find it. Tell me I didn't click off on it. Oh, yeah, this is from Perfectly Imperfect. And just a reminder, Chantal, just a reminder of how you were talking about Salah. Let's remember this.
He wants to buy me a ticket to come like in 2 weeks to like buy a ring. He has like a really he wants to like just me to move in his house in like Kuwait for like a month. He wants to buy me a ticket for a month to go to his house. You don't have to when you get here. You don't have to worry about anything. You live here. You don't have to worry about driving. I have a car. You don't have to worry about like the men in that culture take care of everything. And you know what? I fucking love that. That's the thing. This man is very, very smart, has a very good job, makes good money, has his own place, has a good, nice car, drives very well, is very confident. I like the way he's very, oh, and looks wise, he's perfect. He's an Adonis body. Well, he's going to pay for me to go there.
I'm just going to give my thoughts. Again, not shaming Salah and whatever income he might or might not have. I don't know his financial situation. But I bet dimes to donuts that he did not pay for her plane ticket. I bet dimes to donuts that he didn't pay for anything, that Foodie has paid for it all. I bet dimes to donuts that she paid for the plane ticket, that she's buying the food. I also have a bet that just like in her past history, y'all remember like a week or two before payday, she was always broke. And ever since she's been in Kuwait, she and Salah aren't going anywhere lavish. It's all like low budget stuff. Again, not shaming for his income, but she's talking about this dude right now, saying, oh, he's well to do, he's a successful businessman. But she's been in Kuwait. Let's see, what have we seen so far? Taking her to the beach at night, taking her to different locations that are out in the middle of nowhere, eating very cheap takeout and uh, sandwiches and stuff. It's just everything screams her and him being on a budget. So he's supposed to be taking care of her, right? But everything I've seen, it looks like she's taking care of him. She's paying for everything. Absolutely everything. Everything.
Like he wants to fully take care of me as his wife. Like fully.
I'm sorry, Foodie. Again, not shaming Salah for whatever job he may or may not have, not shaming his income. There's nothing wrong with living in a small room if that's all you can afford. But it doesn't look like he's taking care of you. It looks like maybe he needs to be taken care of. You know, like he needs some help.
It kind of appeals to me. I'm gonna be in so much shit. I think I accidentally doxed him because I think whenever I said where he's from, I told him not to. No, I didn't. We chat like for hours all night. I've never had conversation like that with someone. Speaks very fluent English. Has a nice place. He looks like a younger Tony, and he has a
You know, and I had a question about that. Let's try to make it make sense. So before we saw Salah, she was saying, you know, he's a very successful businessman. You know, he works a job or two jobs. Question, Foodie. Question. Since at the time you made this live stream, you were in Canada, he's in Kuwait, which means there's a 7-8 hour time difference between you. So how does this man have time to work a job and work that job all day and then come home at night and do his music and talk to you all night? How does he have time for that? I mean, especially since your time difference thing was flipped over. I just can't see that happening. Being able to talk to you for hours after him working all day, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
the same red lights.
So that's the clip from Perfectly Imperfect. And thank you for posting that, Perfectly Imperfect. Let's see. So yeah, she's complaining about Zachary Michael and the stream that he did. But you know what, Foodie? Again, you can stay on your channel and do your thing. You don't have to go onto the reaction channels and watch their stuff. You do. You pay attention to everything that people are saying about you. You're such a narcissist that just getting attention on your channel is not enough. You have to go on other people's channels and like, oh, what are they saying about me? And maybe you're looking to see if the lies you're trying to put out to people are believing. Can I just save you the trouble? Nobody is believing this. Nobody. It doesn't look real. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel believable. Okay. And it's not that people don't want you to be happy. It's just that you are not happy. You're supposed to be newly married and you're everything but happy. You're over in Kuwait and you are around a man that openly, where's the clip? Where's the clip? I'm trying to find it. Okay, it's right here. Right here.
Your diet.
So hold on a second.
Your
Hold on a
diet.
second, Salah. Hold on.
You forget?
I had to be. Stop it. No.
Yeah.
Your diet.
Quiet. Okay. He's talking too much. All right. So another thing I want to bring up, Foodie. You were saying that Salah loves you the way you are. as far as your size. And yet, when you did this live stream with him, he was saying that you're on a diet and he wanted you to lose 200 pounds. And right now, you're sitting around the 500-pound range, maybe a little bit over. So that would bring you down to the upper 350s if that were to happen. So he's happy the way you are, but yet you just got married and he's already telling you you need to go on a diet. It doesn't sound like he likes you the way you are. He wants you to lose the weight. And to be honest, you do need to lose weight, because if you go back to your content to when you first started your channel, when you were in the 300s, you were doing more, you were getting out more, you weren't relying on the filters so much. And when you get married to somebody, Foodie, when you put a ring on somebody's finger, you do it because the person is going to be your life partner. You marry someone because you want to spend all of your time around them for years. Years, not just a few months or weeks or a year. You want to spend the rest of your life with them. You want to grow old with them. But if you keep eating the way that you're eating and you keep binging and you're living this very unhealthy lifestyle, your lifespan is going to be cut short. It could potentially be cut short. So if you ever want to have a long lasting relationship with someone, whoever your partner may be, whether it's Salah or somebody else, they want a partner that they can look at and go, this person's in fairly good health and they're going to be there on my last day. And so Salah, if this guy's really your husband, it's not a scam marriage, which I think it is, any partner's going to say, hey, you're in bad health. And if you're going to be my partner, I want you to be in good health so that we can grow old together and live together and have life experiences. But yeah, Salah did this. He did this to Chantal.
Your diet. You forget?
Mentioning her diet on camera. Ooh. She wasn't happy. And this is from Red Dre saying, oh, biatch, she was hot. Check out the little nudge she gave him. Yeah, she wasn't happy about him mentioning this on camera.
Yeah, I know. Well,
yeah, and anytime somebody mentions to her losing weight or getting healthy, she freaks out. She absolutely freaks out. She goes into panic mode. And that's normal. If you're someone and you have an addiction of some kind, and then somebody says, you got to cut that out, the addict part of you, the one that's used to the addiction or the obsession, is going to freak out. Because you're like, oh no, I got to let go of my obsession. I have to let go of my addiction. Change has to happen. Inwardly, you freak out. You go into panic mode. So here's Salah saying, you have to lose weight. And you got to know on the inside, she's panicking like, oh my God, I have to lose weight. I can't binge anymore. I can't go to my unhealthy habits and routines. I gotta change all that. Foodie doesn't like change. Change makes her panic. She wants to stay where it's comfortable, even if what she's comfortable with is not good for her. So yeah, Salah did that. He called her out and said she had to go on a diet.
You have to lose some weight.
Saying this on camera, bro.
yeah, but we'll come up with a. No, guys, I really need to lose weight because.
Your diet.
And I think part of the reason why she's so angry these days in her community posts is because Salah is limiting her food. How much y'all want to bet he's not letting her binge? He's not letting her binge. And she doesn't have the power to go drive around at 3 a.m. to fast food restaurants behind his back. She can't even get in the fridge without him knowing. So she is restricted from everything she's used to, from the edibles, from the green. She can't go do sneak eating behind his back, nothing. He sees it all. This is what you wanted, Foodie. You want to be near a guy. You want to be in his company. Here's the trade-off. The trade-off is you cannot indulge in anything unhealthy. You can't. On the inside, she is boiling, you guys. She is just, she's dying to let it all out, but she can't because he's right there. So when she comes back to Canada, you best believe she's going to be going wild with the food and the edibles just because he ain't there to stop her. And that's why I say, if you're using anything other than yourself to stop addictions and obsessions, you are setting yourself up to fail. She's not doing this for her benefit, for her health. She's doing it for a guy. But if the guy's not there, if the warden isn't around, she's going to sneak age. She's telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay, so those are the community posts. So where are we? What else we got here? All right, I'm just checking really quick. Oh yeah, little something that happened also. So the Beezer Show is now the Salah and Chantal channel. So Two-Tailed brought up a point. Two-Tailed Caper on Twitter said, new channel banner, hers to look at. Nothing is centered, weird text arrangement. All right, so here's something that I also found on Twitter. Foodie, you're trying to make this into a couples channel, but people are not allowed to ask questions of you and Salah. And you got your comments turned off. So how are you going to get that engagement? How are you going to get engagement with those things going on? You are keeping people from talking and participating on your main channel and now this channel. So how are you thinking this is going to be successful? Especially when you have to come back to Canada. How are you going to do a couples channel if Salah's not there? And who knows when he's going to get there? How's that going to work? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. And Mo from Mo Translates even echoed that saying, I don't get the obsession with wanting a couples channel, especially when the comments have been turned off for a month and people get blocked from saying anything in live chats. How is this business model supposed to help this channel thrive exactly? I don't think it's going to thrive. I think Chantal is doing for Salah what she did for Natter. She's trying to create a chain between them to where Chantal's always been about need rather than love. She says she wants a guy to love her. But I think she's getting love and need mixed up. She wants a guy to need her. Because when somebody loves you, that means they have the option to walk away. She wants Salah to need her because if he needs her, that means he can't escape. You know, like with Natter, she came at him, oh, you don't have to work. Let me create a channel for you. Let me do the content for you. Let me do the thumbnails. Let me edit for you. She did all of that not to be a helpful person. Because if she was truly helpful, she would have taught Natter how to do all that stuff for himself so he would know, and that would make him more independent. But she's not about making the men in her life independent. She's all about making the men in her life dependent on her. Case in point, Pete. Look at Pete. He became completely codependent on Foodie. And now that she's not around, he's falling apart. She wants men to need her. Because if they need her, they can't run away. They can't escape. So here she is basically spinning her web and trying to put Salah in a position where he needs her. Here's the thing, Chantal. Salah's already got a channel. He's got a gaming channel. He knows how to do all the stuff that you know how to do. And if you want my opinion, I think he is just looking at your bigger channel and saying, she gets a lot of views. She gets a lot of viewers. Let me see if I can bleed some of that off on my other channels and get something out of this. That's what I think. I think he's just trying, he's a smooth operator, and he's trying to get whatever he can out of this before it blows open, and it's going to blow open. Okay, that's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. All right, so we covered that. All right, I want to show you guys something really cool before we get started with Chantal. So the stream that Foodie and Natter, I mean, oh no, I used up that name. Oh Lord. So the stream that Salah did, he was playing keyboards, and it was pathetic. I mean, Salah could have really knocked this out. He could have knocked this out of the park, showing us some really cool stuff in his live stream, and he barely played. He's supposed to be working on an album. I didn't see anything album worthy, but I'll tell you what is cool. So I found this channel a while back, and this is Sarper Duman, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for those who want to check it out. This guy Sarper, he's awesome. He takes in rescue cats, and he's a piano teacher, and he gives piano lessons, and he takes in the rescue cats, takes care of them. And I'm going to turn it down really low, but he's an awesome, I love his playing and I love his content. I encourage everyone to check out his channel. But this is awesome. This is an awesome piano player. Look at the baby. Look. That's love. That is such love. I'm going to turn the music down just in case. But look at the baby. Look. That's love. That is absolute love. You're killing me over here. That's so beautiful to watch. And his channel is filled with videos just like this. So for those of you that you want to see more of this, I will leave a link for this video in the description. Please check out this channel, because if you're looking for someone that they play music and they're a music lover, Sarper is awesome. Like I said, he takes in rescue cats, takes care of them. Amazing channel. Amazing. Okay, so we're going to finally get into the music stream. And this is not about the music now. We're not watching this for the music, because trust me, the music is so we're watching this to give comments. And I'm not covering it all because it's 2 hours. Screw that. We're just here for the giggles. So let's go.
Hello.
Hello, Bezos. How are you doing?
Not many people have come in yet. We're gonna play some nice music for you. So if it's your birthday, or if you've had a birthday recently, we're gonna play Happy Birthday for you. I'm gonna sing it. Yeah, everybody who had a birthday, we can play Happy Birthday. Hi. Hey, Turkish Coffee. A+. Just let more people come in. It's hard. I'm gonna focus the camera on him playing after. So I just wanted to greet you guys. Rebe, Lynn, Ugly Mermaid, Brooke.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Gigi, Breezeth. I'm feeling a lot better, but I think I had my first migraine ever. I don't know what it was, but like, oh my gosh, my head was not okay. But I'm feeling a lot better. Slowly, the residual from the migraine is just like a bit of dizziness and tired. Pizza Slay, marhaba. A+ is marhaba.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Lois.
I don't know why Chantal is getting headaches. It could be a variety of reasons. Somebody pointed out something scary, and I'm not saying this is a thing, but I think she should go to the ER, because she did take a long trip across the ocean, and if there's a blood clot somewhere, she might want to get that checked out if it's there. I'm just saying. But one of the things that will give you a headache, a really severe headache, is stress. And she's an angry person, our Chantal. So I'm sure that because she's an angry person and because she can't let out that anger, that might be giving her migraines.
Okay, guys. Leo Queen. Yes. Welcome.
And for anybody that you suffer from migraines out there, I sympathize with you. I had a banger of a headache last night that lasted all night, and migraines are no joke. So if you suffer from migraines, I sympathize with you. I do. They are not to be played with.
Welcome, everybody. I want to have a nice, fun stream, for a change. Shh, sending hugs at work, or I would watch live. Thank you. That's okay. The AC makes you dehydrated. Hi, Foodie Beauty Stan. I hope you're feeling okay. I know what that's like not to feel well. I really wanted to do this last night. Okay, so I'm going to sit back here. Oh, okay, so we're going to play some music. Jax, keyboard party bees. Let's go, Yella. Ready, sir?
Why did she say we gonna play some music? She's not playing the keyboard. He is.
Already said bees.
You have to do it. You have to come up with an arm
Bees,
move.
okay. Arm shake. Arm wiggle.
Oh, thank you, April. Yeah, black is my favorite. But the thing with black is it's more hot than other colors. Okay. Show feet. No. Your makeup. Thank you. Just, yeah, can see it a lot. So, okay. I thought this lighting is my favorite for, I don't know. Doesn't hurt my eyes and everything. The ring light didn't help the other day. So, did I give him Jax a Reebies? Yes, I did. My blush looks good. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to play, right? So do you want to start?
Let's see it.
I was going to, oh, okay. Film you this way, playing with your hands, just your hands. Okay.
Front camera.
Okay, guys.
Okay, Salah, this is your big moment. Chantal's been telling us you're working on an album. And remember, y'all, remember what Pete said. Remember what he said. He said that she likes to exaggerate things. She exaggerates things to more than what they are. But this is your big moment, Salah. This is your musical YouTube debut. Knock us out, bro. Knock us out.
All right. Yes, you might see little bits of the apartment, but it's okay.
So he starts out the stream playing Yankee Doodle Dandy. This is what it is. We're playing Yankee Doodle Dandy. You could have played us anything, Salah. You're supposed to be working on an album. Don't you have any original music you can play? Anything? I mean, I would think you have at least one original song you could play for us. Why aren't you playing your music?
Yay! I love all these songs.
It's just welcoming.
It's just a welcome, and you guys might recognize some of the songs. So, yeah.
Again, not knocking Salah's place. You can afford what you can afford. But one thing I just keep focusing on is the door. Take a look at the door. Look at this. Do you see this over here? Look at the door knob. This looks like a heavy duty lock. And again, not knocking where he lives, but that's the kind of lock you put on a door when you live in a not so great area. Okay, that's not even a regular doorknob. That looks like a heavy duty lock. Like you're in a bad area and you got to keep bad guys out. He's supposed to have a lot of money, Arsala. He's supposed to be doing well, but yet what's going on with all these locks, Chantal? What's going on with all these locks? Can you explain? Would you like to comment?
Yankee Doodle.
This is all childish stuff. This is childish stuff. Like, why can't he play something pretty? You guys just saw the clip I played of the gentleman that I'm going to link. This guy right here. Like, Sarper, he can really play, and he plays beautifully. Salah, I mean, you could knock us out, bro. Why aren't you knocking us out? This is sad.
Yay! Flop arrow, it's not. It's over there near the bed.
You know, Salah, if this is your trying to get Chantal's viewers on your other channel and boost yourself up musically, you failed. You're not. This is not impressive. This is what a fail. You're on a channel with 90K viewers. You got a bunch of people in the room. You could have played some original music and really astounded everybody, but no, everybody's like, what is this? Really?
Oh, that is it's a mist humidifier mister thing. They see little bits of the apartment. They're so curious.
Yeah, we're curious, not because we want to shame him for his living conditions, but because you exaggerated and said, oh, he's well-to-do and I can quit YouTube. And clearly, just based on what we're seeing, he's not in a position to take care of you, Chantal.
Sing it French, maybe it's better.
Oh, frère Jacques. Okay. Frère Jacques, frère Jacques.
Oh no, she's singing. Oh Lord. So he's not playing anything that's his. It's all like stuff we already know. Again, missed opportunity here. Okay, that's enough with that.
Let's play one Arabic song.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite ones.
You know, just an observation, this could be nothing, but I had an ex-husband that was a musician, guitar player. And I remember being married to him, and he would sit there and practice for hours on his guitar. And he would do it because, you know, like when you stay in practice, your fingers are much more nimble. They don't get stiff. Watching Salah play his keyboard, it seems like his hand movements are very, very stiff. Like he's not used to playing the keyboard. If you're supposed to be putting out an album, Salah, of music, you know, like your fingers should be able to fly smoothly over that keyboard. It's just a sidebar issue, just something that I've noticed as a former wife of a musician. Okay, it sounds terrible.
Yalla.
Thank you,
This is boring.
guys. Thank you for the encouragements.
Yes. You're so good. Is Yalla the YOLO? No.
YOLO, you only live once?
Yeah.
No, you can't live twice, by the way.
9 times.
Two pirates.
And
Are you sure?
Is that Crazy Frog?
Are you serious?
That's the real Crazy Frog rendition. Whoa.
Go ahead.
I'll write a song for Salah. gosh, Missy Moo.
Okay, now the last one. I will
Hmm?
play the Crazy Frog for the last time.
Yeah, there you go. Crazy Frog. Encore. Always play for me.
Mind
I haven't told him about Fourth
for next
Pyramid.
time.
The table. All
They kept playing the same songs over and over again. Playing Axel F. That's an old 80s song. Y'all remember it. I didn't hear anything original by Salah, did you? Like, this is his musical debut, and yet he was playing stuff we already knew. Why, as a musician with allegedly an album in the works, why wouldn't you play an original composition for people and knock them out and make them want to sub to your channel? You're an idiot, Salah.
and pickles all day. Yeah, they're really good pickle olives. Hold on, guys.
Missy, you are very kind.
No, she's
Miss
From the
not.
comments.
Yes, you are. It's hidden.
Oh, hi Faith. Thank you, plus.
What is this? It's a hot pepper.
Careful.
No.
Kappa is Italian brand, yeah.
Katie, welcome to Very Important Bees. There's Ready Set Bees. And also, Katie Rose, welcome to Very Important Bees. There's Ready Set Bees. Now I have four Crazy Frog in my head.
Fourth pyramid next time, inshallah. So there's Pathetic and on Canada and pyramid. Fourth pyramid, okay. I will keep them on my mind
I haven't told him about Fourth
for
Pyramid.
next time.
Yeah. I'll let you hear the song and you won't like it. Favorite Beezers? Oh my god. These olives are good. So we're just going to stay on for maybe 10 more minutes and then, you know. You didn't get an arm wiggle. Oh yeah, sorry, Katie. Ready, set, bees. Welcome to the Very Important Beezers.
Close it.
You know, I'm just going to give my opinion right now. So the Unholy Trinity is out. And from everything I've seen, I'm just keeping an eye on Aisha and Missy Moo because it seems like now the Unholy Trinity is out. They're jockeying in position to be like the next Unholy Trinity, the Unholy Twosome. Since Plain Cheeseburger, Sofa, and Lambo are out, they're like doing their best, doing the work to become like the Unholy Twosome.
Oh. Is that too close? Never too close. It's okay to say Mimi Pondu. They already know. Mimi Pondu, yeah. The Pondus. That's old lore, guys. We need to make new lore. What do you think? Bees triggers. Yes, you are a favorite. So people are really friendly here and neighbors and people just randomly bring us food. And they brought us some fresh olives. My favorite. Yes.
So yummy, right?
Oh my gosh. You don't even know. I have to pace myself with this bowl.
Yeah, you have to pace yourself in front of him, but we all know that if Salah weren't sitting next to you, girl, that bowl of olives would be gone. We know you. We know you very well, Chantal. That bowl of olives will be gone and you'll be getting up and going to the next fast food restaurant because you're not full. You're not going to be just satisfied with a bowl of olives.
Okay, I'm done. I love olives and pickles. They're so salty. So did you guys enjoy the music? That was so fun. He always played for me, so I thought it would be nice for him to play for you guys. Where did you first hear Crazy Frog? Like, it's really popular. Like, it was a really popular viral song. And I guess probably, how old were you when you first heard it? Probably younger, right?
With the oil flavored with.
I don't
I'm so
know.
curious. I love olives too.
There's a preserved lemon in it. And I found that like certain lighting, like I had to be in the dark and just like took like a whole bunch of ibuprofen, but I'm growing my hair back, Lindsay. Turkish, I didn't do much today, just like stuff around here mostly because I just, like I said, I wasn't feeling too good.
Stuff around the house? What's to do? There's nothing to do there. It's a small studio apartment. It doesn't look like the kind of place you'd be entertained in for long. Listen, Chantal, I'm just gonna be honest. Listen, no shade. I've lived in studio apartments. I've lived in small places, and there's not much to do. There's not much to do when you got a small place, and especially when you're in an area where you're not familiar. Like you are in a whole nother country, and you can't even go take a walk alone because you don't know where you are. You're not familiar with anything. What is there to do? You know you're bored out of your mind and dying to binge.
And I wanted to have like energy due to the live stream tonight, so we can't be running around the desert every day like people think we're doing. You know. Toss the olives up. You've lost at least one chin. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really just, eating a lot healthier. Well, not a lot. Come on, like how I used to eat in my room. Like, yeah.
Don't kid yourself. You talk about the way I used to eat in my room, and who chose that life? You did. Nobody said you had to sit in your room for hours and days and weeks on end and eat all that fast food. That was the life you wanted. That was the life you chose. You wanted to sit in your room and you wanted to binge on food. And you know you did it because you were trying to attract feeders onto your channel. You were doing that fetish shit in your room because people that were the feeders that were on your channel, they were sending you money through PayPal and they were buying your food and they were buying you clothes. Y'all remember how she used to talk about the Lakma fairy? That was a feeder. She talked about people buying her clothes. And there was a moment where she got mad at people for sending her super chats because she wanted everyone to send her the money through PayPal instead. Because YouTube, when you send a super chat, YouTube takes 30% right off the top. So she wanted everyone who was sending her super chats to send it through PayPal instead. That way she got 100% of the money. But yeah, she was being funded by the feeders. A lot of her content is fetish related, or it was fetish related. But by doing her content in such a way to where she was only catering to a certain niche of people or niches of people, she was cutting out most of her audience. You know, she forgot about the majority of her audience. Not everybody is into certain fetishes, you see. When you do a YouTube channel, you've got to include the entire audience, not just people who pay for certain fetishes, Chantal. But you chose that life for a long time.
I would order it like 3 times a day. It was bad.
Yes, it was bad. I will agree with you. It was very bad. You've got a major problem with food. It's out of control when you're sitting there. You order a meal, you sit down, you're eating the meal, and while you're eating the meal, you're already talking about food. You're already thinking about what can I order next. That's a severe eating problem. And anybody that gets with you, Salah, Natter, whoever, they got to understand that it's not just about controlling your portions, controlling your food intake. You need therapy. You need counseling. You need to learn different coping mechanisms. That just acting like a warden and lording over you and taking food away from you or denying you food is not going to get it done. This is a problem that's way over your head and their heads too. You need professional help. You'll never get it because you're making too much money being on YouTube, and that's always your fail safe. But that's what you need to get around that, to get over it.
Did you have a nice time?
Yeah, very nice time.
We did too. Lost a chin and gained a prince. Yes. Yes. A new housewife duties? I certainly am slacking because I can't make fresh olives. Basement dwellings. N2 surgery. Why do you care where someone lives? Like, who cares if somebody lives in a basement or in a palace or whatever? Like, I'm in the Middle East. Things are a bit different. Like, who cares? We have a functional place, and that's all that matters. I do miss paneer.
You know, nobody would care about Salah's living condition if it weren't for two things. One, you talked him up. You said, oh, he's well to do and I can quit YouTube. You said that. Everybody cares because of that. They also care because repeatedly you've shamed people for where they live. Saying certain people live in a Motel 6 or certain people live in a shack. You did that too. Had your attitude been different and you hadn't shamed people for where they lived, nobody'd be making comments, Chantal. If you hadn't bragged about Salah saying, oh, he's well-to-do, etc., etc., nobody would think twice about what they see right now. But the comments are coming because of things you didn't said. It all leads back to you.
I was watching a mukbang of it. My history is all paneer mukbangs. But I've been eating really good here too, so. How long is my hair? Maybe like look like a hatched chicken for sure. But like, I don't know. Christmas dinner. No, I don't have any plans, honestly. I've celebrated Christmas for like 38 years of my life. So like literally, I still think my mom has the Christmas ball that says like 1984, Chantal's first Christmas. I gotta find that. It smells like old Christmas box and dust and old candy canes. The medicine helps my head. I take it every 6 hours.
Can Salah dress up as Santa for the users?
But you have to get your dish dasha to show them how you look in it. I love it.
You know, a little bit of body language here. A little bit of body language here that I'm noticing. So here's Chantal. She's completely leaning into his space. And he's all the way back on the couch. I mean, he's like on the very edge of the couch. He's not leaning into her, sharing the space. He's like trying to keep his own space. And Chantal's like she's all up in his space. It looks very uncomfortable.
Inshallah, next time.
Inshallah. Tracy, welcome to Very Important Bees. Ready, Set Bees. You reminded me, I have not seen your message on Instagram. Like, I can show you my screenshot. Can you send another message? Salah doesn't celebrate Christmas. He's Muslim. Faith, people here celebrate, there are Christians here, but they celebrate mostly in like private. Hatch chicken. Exactly, Missy Moo. You just need a place to be, yeah. Has everything we need. And yeah. And before anyone says, and I hate to address drama, but before anyone says, well, how come you made fun of this person where they lived in the past? Well, because like people have done that to me like for so long, just like you live in filth, blah, 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 like where I shamed where I lived for so long. So,
but were they wrong? I mean, you did live in filth. You were even bragging about the fact that you have mummified food in your room. Does Salah know about how you were so happy and so proud to have mummified food in your room? Does he know about the fruit flies, like the colony of fruit flies in your house? Does he know about the rotting food in your fridge? Does he know about the multiple box mountains? How about the moldy blue pot? Does he know about any of that? Does he know about how you had so much garbage on your bedroom floor You could literally take a rake and rake through it and having to step over things. Did you know about any of this? You can't compare how you were living with how other people live, Chantal. Your living conditions were deplorable. They were disgusting versus somebody just living in a certain kind of dwelling. You can't compare the two. You were living in an unacceptable way, completely unacceptable, unhealthy, toxic. Toxic. Garbage everywhere you looked, filth everywhere you looked. You even said that your fridge was so full of rotting food that you could smell it even with the door closed. That's disgusting. That's nasty. Girl, why? And honestly, you cannot throw shade at people, whether they live in a motel room, a shack, a home. You can't look down your nose while living at the villa. You want to know why? Because technically, the villa isn't even in your name. It's in Pete's name. You can't even say the villa is mine. It's in Pete's name. You pay the bills, you pay the rent, yes, but it's in Pete's name. You can't even say I have a place of my own. The place you're living in or you were living in, I'm not quite sure which is going on right now, it's in somebody else's name. French Fry Girl has her own place with her name. Kaya has a place with her name. Do you? You can't even claim a motel room in your name.
Really, I don't care where you live. Like, Pathetic was snubbed at the Grammy.
Missy Moo.
Yeah, I saw that. Exactly. I
Mm.
agree. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah, exactly.
I am having so much more fun, like, doing things than, Um, Ramadan is beautiful. Nice Turkish.
In Ramadan, the month, you're gonna fast like for 30 days.
Yeah, in the daytime,
Mm.
eh?
No food, no drink, nothing.
Until sundown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from sunrise to sunset every day.
Wow. I could do it.
Mm.
I mean, you get to eat eventually, so I'll just sleep all day.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, just keep sleeping.
Keep sleeping, set an alarm. Is it time to eat? Kidding. No, it's time for reflection and prayer and thankfulness and things that I just never really cared about in my life. I was too miserable and cynical and just, know who I was. So I'm trying to have more meaning to life because, you know, sitting in your house, wasting it away, consuming things is just not it. It's just not it.
It's about 17 to 18 hours, by the way. So nobody will die.
Yeah, and if you have some kind of medical reason that you have to eat, like
Yeah.
you can.
If you have like an excuse or you did operation or something, so you can eat, you can drink,
Mhm.
take your medicine.
Faith, Lindsay, you're obesing. Don't know. If we do, it will be us together. Jamaica Bees is canceled for now. Yes, for me, yes. You get used to it after a few days. You do. You just get used to a new lifestyle, and like the more you live life, and the more you do things that are different, the more you learn different things. You know.
You know, Chantal does have medical conditions, so I think that would exempt her from celebrating Ramadan. She could say, I have a medical condition and she would be allowed to eat, but I honestly can't see Chantal doing Ramadan successfully. Like she'd have to eat.
Iftar is magical. What's that?
Okay, Missy Moo, so you're gonna try it in Ramadan, okay? You will fast in the next April. You in?
Ramadan bees.
Fasting bees.
Actually,
Yes, I will join you. Okay, perfect.
yes, I will join you. Sleep stream, no.
Fasting is healthy for you. Exactly, this is
Mhm.
very healthy.
Yeah, it is. It's hard, like so hard. Sometimes I like obsess about food when I fast, but
Yeah.
When have you ever fasted, Chantal? When? I'm somebody, I've watched you for a long time. When exactly have you fasted? And not eating for 5 minutes does not qualify as fasting, man. You don't know how to go without food. And if anybody tells you not to eat, you eat more just out of rebellion.
it is, you do feel better. Like, remember I did that 5 day water? I did 5 days of only water. My
Liar.
hair was so shiny, my skin was so shiny.
Wow.
I should do that again.
Okay.
She's never fasted. Yes, Flop Bear is saying it. Chantal, you've never fasted. You've never fasted. Fasted where? Fasted when? I've never seen it.
Yeah.
By the way, you can fast without Ramadan month.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Exactly. It's good for you anytime. Chicken Snugget refuses to eat fast.
Chantal fasting bees in.
I did fast for 5 days.
When? Where? And Chantal, just because you said, "Oh, I'm fasting on camera," doesn't mean you really fasted. It just means you didn't eat on camera.
Wow.
Mhm. Fast food. Ye of little faith, Flopera, when will you learn to stop underestimating me? Hmm? I'd cheat on Ramadan. Yeah, you would sneak food. Well, that's up to you, and God sees what you're doing.
Remember that, Chantal. Remember what you just said.
Don't be naughty.
Helpo. I did a juice fast. Yeah. Oh, that was like even harder because I don't know. I tried like drinking a huge thing of pineapple juice and it made me so nauseous.
That's because you're a diabetic and the blood sugar. Pineapple juice is very sweet, Chantal. And you're talking about pineapple juice, but let's not forget all your trips to Starbucks, all of those sugary drinks, followed by sugary foods. So, how did that not make you dizzy if that's true?
Is that a
Kitty
mood ring?
said, is that mood ring, Salah?
Your ring, it's Eye of the
Which one?
Tiger.
This?
Yeah.
It's the eye of the tiger, yeah. It's for real.
It's a special stone. Is it like just in the Middle East or
It's a tiger stone. Next.
match?
Oh,
Cheers.
much.
Cheers.
No, show the infinity first.
Infinity cheers.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right, Flopberry. It's called tiger's eye. My mistake. It's called tiger's eye. And we have it everywhere. Yes, that's true. Tiger's eye is very common.
Okay, cheers. Bees.
Cheers, bees. Tiger's eye. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Nikki D, what she said? I had surgery.
I had surgery on my esophagus
Mm.
and was on clear liquid diet for 10 days, then soft bland foods for 2 weeks after that torture. Oh, really, Nikki? Yeah, it is hard. The reason. Yeah, that's what we're going to do from now on. Like, whatever. It's not good for anybody. Meat seed tomorrow. Salad fashions. Why flop? Let's see yours. I need an olive to deal with this.
Okay, I gotta say something. I gotta say something because I can't keep my mouth shut. I just can't. Missy Moo making this comment saying, God definitely loves Chantal. He values anyone who needs him. Don't add him to your bully campaign. It won't work out for you. Missy Moo. Missy Moo. Can we talk? Never mind. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to comment to you. You over there saying things like that when you recently doxed Perfectly Imperfect and her family, going after children. And you know that's a no no, going after kids. going after perfectly imperfect's family, and you got busted doing it because you're an idiot. And now you're all over the farms. But you over there wagging your finger, talking all this nonsense. And what's interesting is that I've learned that your parents are very religious people. So you come from faith, from religious family, and yet you're over here doxing people, all in the name of Chantal. Haven't you learned? Chantal does not value anyone. Look at the way she treated her unholy trinity. People that were diehards for Chantal, look how she easily dismissed them. Do you think all this ass kissing is winning you points with Chantal, that she's going to value you more? She won't. Let me give you a little bit of advice about Chantal. This goes for anybody who rolls hard for Chantal. Chantal, she gathers people around her that become pawns on her chessboard that she can use at her disposal. And she's had many pawns in the past that she will use periodically to do her dirty work because she doesn't want to get her hands dirty. She's got a channel to think about. She's got an income, so she'll use other people to do her dirty work. She doesn't want to do it herself and endanger her channel and her income. She's at least smart that way. She's not smart when it comes to using the money she gets from her channel in wise ways, but she knows that it's just a stupid idea to do dirty work and get your hands dirty. Why not use other people that are your fans and your admirers to do the dirty work for you? And you're another one, Missy Moo, that she's utilizing for her own benefit. She doesn't like perfectly imperfect, but she's not going to go after perfectly imperfect. She'd rather have you do it. And you will, because you like Chantal for some reason. But you over there talking about God, and yet you're doxing people, doxing people's families. You need to have a seat. You really need to have a seat, ma'am.
Okay, guys. So God loves Chantal. He values anyone who needs him. Don't add him to your bully campaign because it didn't work out for you. Oh my God, Missy. See? People don't like you because you're smart.
Now she's Missy Moo is smart. I question anyone who is a VIB. All of you over there, listen, I know some of you are trolls. I get it. But then there are some of you that you support Chantal, and I will give you a slight pass. Maybe some of you are new. You don't know her history. You don't know what she's done. You're just walking into the classroom and you don't know the lessons that have been taught there already, the things that have gone on. I give you a slight pass if you are newbies or you just have no idea. But those of you that do have an idea, you're over there supporting somebody who is toxic, destructive, selfish, narcissistic, doesn't give a damn about anybody except herself, using her channel to fund her reckless, foolish lifestyle. You're putting money into the pocket of an addict who's got many addictions. She's using her channel to fund her addictions, to fund her foolishness, and you're helping with that. I'm looking sideways at you for that. I am. I'm like, why would you do that? But it's your money, it's your choice. Do what you want. But anybody over there rolling for Chantal, you're a diehard. Understand you're giving her more loyalty than she's giving you. She's not caring of you. She's not loyal to any of you. She doesn't care about any of you. She cares about your money. She will always care about the money. You are nobody to her. Look at the people in her real life, her family, Pete's. Look at the way she treats them. If she doesn't value her relatives, her family, or her best friend of 17 years, do you think she cares about any of you? Just think about that.
Coffee first. Hi. Hey.
They are so jealous of Missy Moo.
Yes. Yes, Quinn, I am. Bye. Chantal, what did you do with your rock and roll? I left them at home.
Oh, this one? I think she was from a long time.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
okay,
Not
this one
even.
different. Okay,
Yeah.
be in the show.
Yeah. So I guess whenever you're at work, I'll just bees
Mm.
and
There's gonna be a mini surprise.
yes. Yeah. When we start working on the next thing, we have to. Yeah, we're working on something when it comes to food and stuff. So just wait.
Keep in touch.
Use. Chip use.
Uh, Salah, do you like coffee? Yes, I like French coffee. I like American coffee. Sometimes Turkish coffee.
Starbucks? No.
Starbucks, Costa, uh,
I haven't had Starbucks here yet. I gotta go.
Chic Shack.
No, Salah, you actually help keep Chantal calm. Yeah.
Coffee first said, "I see your Arabic is improving." Bravo, Chantal.
Thank you. Shukran.
She asked you, كيف الإجازة? Oh, she asked me, okay. How's the vacation?
How much y'all want to bet? The moment she comes back to Canada, the very moment she gets off that plane and she gets in her car, she's driving straight to a Starbucks and getting the biggest latte they have, followed by a trip to Burger King and getting a nasty. How much y'all want to bet? Who wants to place bets on that? How much?
Oh.
It's super nice. It's amazing.
Yes, it's nice to be off it. I'm gonna miss you when you go back. The sugar cookie lattes. Oh my gosh, Lulu. Are those out right now?
Yeah, she's dying to have one. And Salah's like, nope, I'm watching your liquid calories, girl. You are not getting that stuff. And I love that for her. I love the fact that she's in misery because she's like, she wants those things so badly, but Salah's like, nope.
I have been looking up like Kuwait like fast food differences. Like the McDonald's has cheese donuts. Did you see you guys have cheese?
Okay, I'm stopping it here for a reason. So Chantal's talk first she told us about, oh, remember my old lifestyle while I sat in my room and I was eating unhealthy. But yet what has she talked about so far? She's still obsessed with food, y'all. She's still obsessed with food. She's still talking about food and almost drooling, talking about these fast food restaurants. When you're talking about something, you're thinking about something. She's still thinking about food. Every live stream has to do with food. She is a food addict. She's not even trying to get her mind off food. Her mind is very much on food. That's why I say when she comes back, she's going to fail spectacularly. She's going to fail. If she's this obsessed over food, still talking about food while far away in Kuwait with her new husband, imagine what's going to happen when she comes back to Canada. She's going to hit every fast food dessert place she can find.
Donuts at your McDonald's.
Everything.
Like I can't believe this.
Not only from McDonald's.
What?
Many bakery, many shops.
Have cheese
Don't worry.
donuts?
Oh, wow. First time, you know?
I'm trying to lose weight. Oh.
How are you? Well, if you're trying to lose weight, you shouldn't be. Get your mind off food. Get your mind off food. I'm going to tell you something that is just something from my life, Chantal. I have a male friend that he's been clean and sober for over 35 years, and he's now a sponsor for different people. So he was into different chemicals. He was a heavy drinker. And one of the ways that he maintains his sobriety to keep himself sober is that he gets up in the morning and he's very active. He goes surfing, he goes golfing, he is constantly busy. Maintaining being busy and doing different things keeps his mind off of the temptations that he wants to avoid. That's how he maintains part of his sobriety, along with going to meetings. You're not doing that. You're sitting in that room with Salah and you're thinking about food. If you want to have a chance of being sober and staying away from those things, you've got to get your mind off of it. You can't be hyper fixated on food, talking about food, eating food. You got to get away from the temptations. You can't be thinking about them all the time and being tempted all the time.
I just don't. I don't like to bring it to you because your diet. You forget.
Ooh, Salah, talking about this on live stream, putting her on the spot. Yikes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, see, so look, the resentment. The resentment. Does she look excited to be on a diet? Does this woman look excited to be away from her temptations? She looks very regretful, like, oh, I miss all that stuff and I want to go back. This is not the face of somebody who is sick and tired of being sick and tired and they want a change. This is the face of somebody who essentially has been, in a way, forced to change. This is not of her own volition. This is not of her own complete free will. This is, I have to change for this dude, not because I want to change for myself. And that's why she's going to fail.
Well,
You have to lose some weight.
yeah, but we'll come up with a. No, guys, I really need to lose weight because it's been really affecting my health, like bad. Like, just like I'm trying.
You're saying what he wants you to say. You're saying what you think he wants to hear. You're trying to put off the impression to Salah. I really want to change, Salah. I can be whatever you want me to be. Thing is, you should want to be that for yourself. You're just giving all this lip service to Salah because you want to keep him around. But you can't always have him around to be your control, Chantal. You got to learn your own control. You got to stand on your own 2 feet and be independent versus codependent. That's the difference between love and need. When you love a person versus need a person, because when you need a person to be your strength, to be your courage, to be your willpower, you're putting way too much weight on that person's shoulders to always be there to lean on. You're not giving them the freedom to live their life freely. They always got to be there for you. Being somebody's need can be suffocating. It can be completely suffocating. You suffocate your partner. You can't do that if you want the other person to be happy with you.
Trying to walk more and everything just so I can like have more stamina. It's so hard to be somewhere where everyone is out enjoying walking and everything and like you're just held back by this excess weight. And I'm like not getting younger, it's gonna start like really affecting my health.
It already is.
So I don't think that like I know people are gonna say, oh, he's fat shaming her. No. Somebody who loves you will care about your health. Like,
and your beezers cared about you and they got screamed at for bringing this to your attention. But because they are the beezers and not guy sitting next to you, that's the difference.
Plain and simple, you know?
Yeah, it's gonna be for healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
About health issues.
Yeah, and I agree. So, but he doesn't like get on my case about losing weight. Like, you still bring me Burger Kings. But I don't think men fully understand
And
how women lose
the
weight.
barbecue fish for every day.
And we're going to be eating a lot more, but I have to maintain a balance of some kind that I couldn't get a grip on when I was doing mukbangs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You didn't want to have a sense of control with your mukbangs. You were too busy making the feeders happy and doing those feeder requests. And y'all, Chantal, it takes one to know one. Okay? Former binge eater here, looking at you. You're still a binge eater. You're not binging right now just because you have somebody next to you. But make no mistake, an addict is an addict. You're always going to be a food addict. It's just that you're either in recovery for it or you're not. But you're always going to have that temptation or those temptations around you. It's just that either you got the coping mechanisms to put it in check, to keep it from getting out of control, or you don't. And you don't. You don't. But when you were at home, you were catering to those feeder fetish idiots to the point where you were taking requests for what you were eating on camera. You were having those people buy you food. Some of them bought your meals. They were sending you money through PayPal. They were buying your clothes. They were buying you lakmas. They were buying the paneer. You even said so on camera. They were doing all this. You were busy making money by catering to these people and ruining your health at the same time. And you didn't care if your health was ruined. As long as you were making money, you got wrapped around the money. So what's going to happen when you go back to Canada? You're going to lose control. And that's not me being a negative Nancy. That's not me wishing anything bad upon you. I'm speaking from the place of being a former binge eater and knowing that if you don't have coping mechanisms, if you haven't learned them, if you're not in therapy, you're doomed to fail. You're away from your temptations right now. You've got a built-in physical control, but when that physical control is not there, you're going to lose control. Guaranteed you will.
Damage control. No, it's just explaining Vance Beezer because people run wild with their insane.
Missy Moo said the barbecue fish looked amazing.
It was so good. It was so good and healthy, like so fresh, like fish right from like what the bay, and then.
So, question, Chantal: if that fish was so good, if the food over there is so good, why is it that we haven't seen with you what we saw in the past? When you were sitting there eating your fast food, you would make the orgasm faces and the orgasm noises, and your eyes roll in the back of your head. How come we haven't seen that? Where's all that? And you're not going to town on that healthy food. You would go to town on the fast food, but not the healthy food. You're barely picking at it. You know why? Because you hate it. You want the carbs, you want the sugar, you want the junk. You're screaming on the inside for the junk, but you can't have it.
You pick your fish and
Yeah, they bring the fish like alive, like not for, like just now from the beach or from the sea. So like fresh and will be healthy.
Yes.
Salah boost up. I love it. It's complicated, especially when it's food addiction. Married guy, a confirmed health advocate.
Yeah, Lolo is. Yeah, like she's like basically because I used to have a problem with like binge eating.
You still have a problem.
It's different, you know, but I think like my binge eating has been under control for a while.
No, it isn't. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It is not under control. No, ma'am. No. No. If you go back to, listen, if you go back to Canada and you were around the Starbucks, the Burger King, the McDonald's, the other fast food places, if you have access to Uber Eats and you have all those temptations around you and you don't indulge, you stick with the healthy stuff. You know what I'm going to say to you? Bravo. Bravo. Well done. If you have access to edibles and green and you don't indulge, again, I will say bravo. But I know you because I've been watching you. You haven't learned any coping mechanisms. You've not gone to therapy, nothing. Salah is sitting next to you and he won't let you go to town on the food. That's why you're not doing it. But if you go back to Canada, surrounded by the temptations, and you don't have coping mechanisms, you've not learned different ways to be happy other than eating, you're going to go back to your old familiar habit or habits. You will. You absolutely will. So please don't sit there and say, I'm in control now. No, the true test is when you go back home and you got the temptations and you don't indulge. That will show control. Not now. He's the control right now. But when you're thousands of miles away back in Ottawa, That's going to be the test.
Like, especially since I stopped the wheelchairs and everything bad, that's when I would get the, bad munchies or whatever. But now, like, I've stopped all that, and I don't even really just think about food other than when I'm
What? I don't think about food. You've been sitting here talking about food for the last 20 minutes. What?
really hungry. You know what I mean? So, and if we're not eating out, I'll make like a huge spread of just like, usually just eat one huge meal of like whatever, everything. And then I'm good, you know?
I feel good.
You can't be mad at her. He cares
Right?
about her health. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Like somebody you're like married to, you have to live with them forever. You want them around for a long time, right?
Right?
Like you want someone to care about your health, somebody to care about you. I actually like that. I don't feel put down in any way, you know? Yes, Vince Peter. Maybe.
Club era, show us how much cream cheese remaining in the fridge.
I want to answer a question. Pizza Slay Era says, will you ever get weight loss surgery? Pizza Slay Era, can I just say this about weight loss surgery? I don't think Chantal would be a very good candidate. I don't think she would be approved for a variety of reasons because she is a food addict and she can't stay away from food. She will binge. And not only that, but when it comes to weight loss surgery, they to approve you, it's a process. They give you a psych evaluation and all this other stuff. They check your health. She's got an enlarged liver. She's got all kinds of health problems, which would make it risky for her to even be put on the table. All right. And also, as I understand it, I talked to somebody who had weight loss surgery. Before the surgery, you have to go on a liquid diet for what, 2 weeks? I don't think Chantal would be able to last that long. So I think between the fact that she's a food addict and she's got very serious health problems, uh, all of that together, she would not be good for surgery. The doctors would never approve her. And they shouldn't, because if she went through the surgery and if she survived the operation and got off the table, if she's a food addict, something inside of her brain is going to tell her to binge eat. And if she goes through weight loss surgery, her stomach is going to be really, really small. Chantal's going to be vomiting every 5 minutes because there's a part of her brain saying, eat, eat, eat. And if she tries to binge eat, it's going to end up making her sick over and over again. She might rupture her stomach. So weight loss surgery, not a good idea for Chantal.
They think I ate all the cheese. We got more.
If you want, you can. It's okay.
Show them the cream cheese. You mean the fridge?
So she's still eating cheese and she doesn't have a gallbladder. She really should be eating cheese. Still going nuts on the cheese.
You guys are nosy.
Vera said, Salah, what is your goal weight for Chantal? To lose some weight in order to be more healthy. That's all.
Maybe like
To
100 kg.
yeah. To prevent any
Heart disease.
heart disease or something. Yeah.
Which
Didn't Chantal say she had an enlarged heart at some point? I could have sworn she said that she had heart problems.
yeah.
Or blood pressure or something.
Yeah. Jeez. Like the amount of pickles and olives I eat. Oh, coffee first. Don't let the
I don't know if you know this, Salah, but this woman is a mess medically. She had a blood clot in her lungs, which she should be taking blood thinners for. She's got problems with her heart, problems with her lungs, severely enlarged liver, type 2 diabetes. I mean, she is a mess from top to bottom. Do you know all this stuff? She does. True. She needs to lose weight, but she also needs to go to the doctor more regularly and get checked. She doesn't do that.
haters get to you. Just do you and be happy. We are trying. I need to try harder because, yes, I have been letting the negativity, I honestly attribute it to like, I know this sounds cheesy, but like, do you ever feel like you do something? Oh, ready, set, rebees. Do you ever feel like you do?
So Chantal said 100 kg, that's 220 pounds. Salah is expecting her to lose 220 pounds. And at the size Chantal is, because she's of a much, much bigger size, you know, when it comes to losing weight, if you are at a certain size, the weight will start to drop off, for a while, like rapidly. But then you'll hit a plateau. And then if you want to go past that plateau, you got to work a little harder. So I don't know what Chantal's plateau might look like as far as her weight evening out. But 200 pounds, 220 pounds is a lot to lose. And it's going to take a while.
Something over and over, and you just keep failing at it. You just keep getting hurt. I feel like every time I would open, I'm not kidding, okay, this is spooky. Every time I would open my phone and look at reactions or research my name or just look at things I have no business looking at, I would get like a bad throbbing headache. It would restart over and over.
Oh, please. You would go on reaction channel chats and their comment sections because you're a narcissist and you needed to get your ego hugged. That's what you were doing. And nobody asked you to look at that stuff. And if you were getting these throbbing headaches every time you looked at reaction channels, hey, stupid, don't look at them. Nobody asked you to. Nobody forced you to. Don't go where you don't have to go. But you know that people come to your channel looking for rages. So don't give them what they want. And you accuse us of being vultures and feeding off your content. But if you go to reaction channels and you're watching what we do and what we say, maybe you're the vulture because you're picking at us looking for reasons to rage so you can make money on your channel, huh?
I really think that like God is like, no, you need to focus on this glow up. You need to focus on what you're doing here. You need to focus on why I brought you here, why I brought you him. And like, you know what I mean? You need to focus on this and not that. And that's how I feel like ever since I stopped, even just for today, focusing on, I haven't looked at any negativity much. I started to this morning, my head started hurting. And I swear, the minute I started doing other things, my head's fine. Well, she can block it, Ariel.
The best solution for this case, only ignoring.
Yeah.
Because they will keep talking like
Turkish.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you see, like, people see like a fraction of the place, and they're like already on Twitter, like.
What the point? What the point of keep talking about the others?
Yeah.
Unless they need a views or something, just to be more famous, more subscribers. That's all.
And what are you doing, Salah? What are you doing? It's pretty obvious to all of us over here that you're using Chantal to boost up your channel and get your face out there. Come on, dude. Come on. The channel that you had, sir, your last upload before you started uploading again was over a year ago. That channel basically sat dead in the water for about a year. And then you started talking to Chantal. And she started talking about you and bringing you on her channel. And then all of a sudden you start uploading. So you're over here talking about all the reaction channels want views and subs and all that. What the F are you doing? You're not on your channel doing your content yourself away from Chantal. You're riding piggyback on her. So don't you dare wag your finger at all of us when you're doing the exact same thing, sir.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, just ignore this and don't talk about this topic because it
gives me a headache.
No, I want to throw up about this topic. Really,
it makes us sick. Like it does. Yeah, it's not positive. It's not happy.
They just talk behind the monitor.
Yeah.
Just talking.
Yeah, and you don't have to listen. And Salah and Chantal have been in everybody's comment sections lately. So you're picking up some of her bad habits, Salah. You are. You're picking up some of her bad habits. Following her lead. You think this is the way to have a successful channel. Understand this, sir. Understand this. Nobody who gets associated with Foodie Beauty walks away unscathed. Nobody. Anybody who looks at Chantal as, like, oh, I can just use her to get a boost to my channel and become somebody, nobody walks away unscathed. If you're good with her, you're good with her. If you're in her good graces, she'll promote you, give you money, whatever. But the moment you want to break away from her, do your own thing, that's what she's going to unleash on you. This woman is vengeful. She's wrathful. If you're not good with her, she is going to talk about you for months, weeks on end, make every allegation in the world against you, whether it's true or fake. She doesn't care. She's all about making content for her channel. I'm looking into the future. There's going to come a point where you want to break away from Chantal because it's pretty apparent to all of us you're not into her. And if you're trying to use her to piggyback on her channel to boost your channel, and maybe the thinking is, I can use her to get somewhere, and then once I get to a certain point, I'll break away, she'll make you pay for it. She will. She'll go after you the way she went after Natter. Understand that. You're the next in line. You are.
And when we comment on them or something, they just block us. They cannot even face or something.
Yeah, they
So
freak
just-
out and
just-
block us and go offline. Like,
Yeah, just drop it.
yeah,
They don't deserve any attention.
no.
Anyway, hi Bezos.
Oh, Missy Moo, that super chat was missing some of the alphabet.
Ariel G said, for the Missy is getting Thursday lane every live.
Yeah, I know, I've seen that. I saw that. Mountain climbing. It's okay, Thursday Lane will handle this. Thursday Lane is on my side, Alyssa. Get in line.
Yeah, so Thursday Lane, for those who are not aware, Thursday Lane is somebody that's been going over to Pete's chat and spamming him or something and getting Pete completely unhinged. So Thursday Lane is bothering your best friend of 17 years, someone who's mentally going through a tough time. It's completely okay for this person, Thursday Lane, to go over there and bother your best friend of 17 years and drive them mad. But they're on your side, so it's okay, right, Chantal?
Proof is in the pudding. Monty gets no views. Jack! Unless she snipes you. You know. Yes. Yes.
Sam voice.
Can you do a morning routine? Hi, Molly. I remember you. Long time no see.
Flop era, she said, when does Salah go back to work? I think at the end of the month, maybe, or on December.
Oh, so this successful businessman, she said he's a successful businessman. Didn't she say that? So he's between jobs right now. He's not even working. So he said he's not exactly sure when he's going back to work. So who do you think is paying the rent over there? If you're not working, Salah, who's paying the rent? Who's paying the bills? This one. If you're not working, sir, who's paying for all that stuff? Her. And that would explain why you guys haven't done much, because if you're not working and if she's between paychecks, of course, y'all going to be homebound for a while until she gets paid again. So what was this you were telling us, Chantal, about, oh, I can quit YouTube? Doesn't look like it.
Turkish coffee. Yay, so
So weird. Must
Switch
be,
to
I think,
Android.
I think must be standard for the old.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, man. That's weird. Oh, 556 with cat.
Mission Impossible theme.
Yeah, you could probably learn it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Oh, I want to learn how to play Vanessa Carlton song. Yeah. That's a piano.
Start with climbing Box Mountain.
Start with climbing Box Mountain. Okay, we'll conquer Box Mountain. Maybe we should start with Mount Kilimanjaro. I don't think they let you climb Mount Everest unless you're a mountain.
So she's over here talking about climbing mountains. Chantal, Chantal, you're talking about climbing mountains. Mountain climbing is serious. It's serious cardio. You got to be really, really fit for that. You're talking about climbing Mount Everest. That is severe. I would, before you even attempt to climb a mountain, ma'am, find some place that you can do rock climbing, like in a gym or something, and attempt that first. I don't think you're going to get very far. No.
Mountaineer, anyways. Bad sometimes. The day is like, I noticed around 1. Oh my gosh, so hot. But obviously we do have to go out in the day sometimes there. But yeah.
The weather now is turned to cloudy.
Mhm.
So the degrees now become 21 or 20. Still easy.
Yeah, everything here is like the bathrooms. Like, for example, they have like your toilet, a shower area, and then there's like the whole floor. I've seen this in like anywhere that I've been here, but like the floor is like a drain. There's a drain, so it's kind of like, and then there's like a bidet, like a bidet that you can take off and use. So it's like it's a really clean system here. So we're like always washing. So
Flop era, she's funny. صراحة كم عدد برجر دجاج ready and
I'm trying.
for sure keep many things privacy,
Oh my god.
right?
Yeah. Respect our privacy and relationship privacy.
Yeah.
Especially since Salah deserves that privacy. For sure. See Michelle, who's clanging dishes? Dishes 46 minutes of your last live. What? Chubby like Violet. Normal, please. Avatar 2. The ring light.
Okay, this comment. Katie says, I hate how so many low intellect women super chat their paychecks away to FFG because they worship her. She's disgusting, and I think thinks she's a badass. She'd definitely get her butt kicked in a real fight. First of all, Katie, your VIBs are what are you doing over there watching FFG in her chat? Isn't that a party foul? You being over in FFG's chat, spying, lurking, being part of that, isn't that a party foul? You're supposed to be loyal to Chantal, right? So what are you doing over there, like lurking and watching and spying? What's up with that? And as far as you're calling people who give super chats to French Fry Girl, saying they're low intellect women, at the same time that you're a VIB paying $5 for this content. Would you care to comment on that? Do you have a comment on anything like that? You're over here giving $5 to an addict. You're supporting an addict. Do you understand that? That you are actively supporting an active addict and their addictions and their obsessions. You're subbed up to and you're behind a paywall for an addict. Think about that one for a minute. So you're over there, you're insulting people who give French Fry Girl super chats at the same time you are someone giving $5 to an addict and supporting their addictions. Yeah. Yeah, you're doing that. And by the way, anybody can pay for whatever they want. If people want to go to FFG or Kaya or anybody and give a super chat, that's their right, just as it's your right to be a VIB and give an addict $5. But let's go after people in FFG's chat, right? Let's do that. Let's insult them for giving super chats. Okay. All right. All right. But you going over in FFG's chat when you know that Chantal hates her, that's a party foul. Shouldn't be doing that.
It's no, it's a different LED lights like all around the room. I was Augustus Gloop. So, oh my gosh, we're 2 minutes over.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. People over where, you know, my audience is, they don't. We're still rolling.
Uh, and what
Oh, did you see that? Hold on, hold on. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. All right, watch this.
were made about Chantal, and he's still
Okay, so this is why I'm stopping it. All right, so Saul is not watching. He's on his phone, right? So she's over there like sneaking an olive, thinking he's not paying attention. Watch this.
is sitting right next to
Look,
her and beezing. We don't care about them, yeah. um,
Yes.
Moistros birth canal song.
Ew, what?
Bring cream cheese
Oh.
to neighbors, inshallah.
Bring
Okay.
cream cheese to
Missy
neighbors.
Moo, LOL swag. Loof, play a song for your neighbors through the wall.
That's why they brought us the olives.
You heard about Casper?
Yeah.
Okay. Next time, inshallah.
What's a good movie like Dumb and Dumber that we would enjoy from the 90s? He likes movies from the
Hold on.
90s a lot.
Home Alone. Home Alone. With the 3 parts.
And Face Off. I notice a lot of
Face
people
Off.
from this area love Face Off.
Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
okay, so she's grabbing the olive. He's not paying attention. She's like trying to sneak it in. Look, she leaned in close. She leaned in close to get that olive. And then watch her face after she does it. Oh, look. Did he see that? Was he watching? Was he watching? Look at her. I got to get the screenshot of that face. That is the face of somebody sneak eating. Look at that. Chantal. Look, trying to sneak in front of him. Girl, I see you. I see you. Look at that. Look at that face. Freeze frame on that face. Look, did he see that? Did he see me sneaking olive? And y'all wonder if she's gonna be a good girl in Canada? Trust me, she ain't.
And what I
Look at the face. Look at the face. He's like, oh, did he see it? Did he see it? Did he see me sneaking olive?
Freddy vs Jason.
Let's watch that tonight. So yeah, the game we play together is like, what is it, Street Fighter?
Ace Ventura.
Trying to eat all those olives and she can't.
For sure. Yeah.
What's the game I was playing where I was that really tall, big woman and I was kicking
But many 100 times.
The Hills Have Eyes? The Cell. The Cell is creepy. Watch Gummo, imagine. He would.
Okay, enough with this. The react's almost twice as long as normal, but I just want to cover it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react video. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. And thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Y'all take care and have a great morning. Bye now.